Good morning. So, day -9. So, leading up to the bone marrow transplant, I actually get admitted to the hospital this Thursday. I'm in meetings today to talk about nutrition with Stanford and caregiving and all of that fun stuff. And then tomorrow we go down for more testing and to meet with my oncologist again. And then we will get admitted. My sister, I believe, flies in the day after I get admitted, and she starts her regimen. And I will start the ablative chemo, I believe, the day after my admission. So we're in a very close countdown, and then by I wouldn't say Thanksgiving, thank God it's not that long. Then when we get to Halloween, that's actually the day that I will receive my sister's bone marrow. So praying just for my body to accept her marrow and for her marrow to accept my body, that they can be best friends really is what we're hoping for. So feeling good today, feeling excited about getting things done. But then I'm sure when we go to drop my daughter off and say goodbye to everybody, we'll not be so fine then. Yeah, I just want to mention like how important, because I'm day 73 or day 74. And it's a long time to wait and sit and wait. You really can't do anything. You can't go out and do activities or anything like that. And 4 weeks of it is in the hospital if you have acute myeloid leukemia. And so finding things to keep your mind occupied so that your mind does not come up with stories. Our minds are come up with crazy things sometimes, right? Which are not always positive things for us. So finding ways to keep yourself positive, keep yourself busy, and it's going to be really important in the interim before, if you are needing a bone marrow transplant, or in between chemotherapy treatment. So I went through 3 rounds of chemo. One was the 7x3, and 2 and 3 rounds were the VNV. And then my last one will be the ablative chemotherapy. So they're all different. They're different for different types of cancers, even for different types of leukemias. It's definitely very specialized now, where they look, at your, genetic makeup, to see what will work for you. So being positive, making sure that, one of the ways to keep a positive self-reflection is to speak positively about yourself. So not just in your head, thinking, oh, I'm good, I'm smart, I'm creative, I'm talented, but say it, okay? Say it, and then you hear it, right? Like somebody is speaking it about you. It is kind of a vicious cycle, but a very good vicious cycle that we should utilize and that we can utilize to stay positive. So this is a mental game. Okay, yes, this is also a physical game because it's a physical disease, but it's a mental game that takes a lot of work for you to keep control and for you to stay in a positive and a grateful mindset, because it will help you in the long run. When you're grateful and in peace, you actually have less stress hormones and your body is going to respond better. So I don't think I said this in the beginning, but in my first 7+3, which was done in the hospital, which is pretty intense chemotherapy for 24 hours a day, for a full 7 days, and then you get another treatment that is infused every day. For the first 3 days, that's the 7 times 3. And the goal is to get your leukemia cells less than 5%, because Stanford doesn't accept you as a patient if they're less than 5%, at least in my understanding. And what happened was we got through my first round and went to do a bone marrow biopsy, and mine had only come down to 9%. So, which is just means I didn't go into remission. Most people go into remission after the first round, at least what I read. And the internet knows everything, right? Anyway, I didn't, and it was discouraging and scary. And of course, I start getting on the internet and reading, what does that mean? And of course, hounding my doctors for answers, saying, what are we going to do? What does that mean? But then in my second round, not of the 7x3, but of my first round, second one totally of chemo, but my first round of VMV, after that completed, we did a bone marrow biopsy, and I was at less than 1%, which puts me in quote unquote remission. But unfortunately, I have a chromosomal defect in my leukemia cells that give me an intermediate to high risk of it coming back in 6 months to a year. So I don't want to do this again in 6 months to a year. I would like to get on with my life. So really my only chance at survival is to do a bone marrow not biopsy, please, bone marrow transplant or stem cell transplant, same thing. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. Other people might have a different course. I might go to Stanford sooner. There's just, it's based on your own personal situation. But that was mine. And I'll tell you that when it came back that I was not in remission, it was a big blow. I'm staying all positive and exercising in my hospital room and just being a super good patient, doing everything I'm supposed to do, eating well, all that good stuff, doing my teas. And when that came back, it was a blow. And it took me a few days to recover. So even though I'm trying to be positive every day, I know that as you're going through this journey, there's going to be points where you're going to hear things that are not positive, don't feel good, don't sound good to you, and may potentially, give you a shorter lifespan. And so it's important to have a good support. Hopefully you have a relationship with your Creator, that you can pray and have others pray for you. But it's a scary journey. It's a scary journey for anybody. And I hope that you have people that love you and support you. I hope that you love yourself and support yourself. And I wish all of you the very best of luck. I am going to keep recording every day, smaller on days where I can't tolerate very much, but I always plan to at least jump on here for a few minutes and give updates about what's going on. But okay, bye.